Hello everyone. So welcome to Mercury retrograde and welcome to these energy updates. Today we're going to be talking about my new program, Empaths and Energy, which is happening this Sunday on Zoom. So one second here while I pin the comment again. Okay, so for those of you that are coming in live or are watching on the replay here on Instagram or on YouTube, I want to talk to you about what this program is and is going to be this Sunday. So, it's a very special Zoom container event happening starting this Sunday, May 15th, 2022. But if you are seeing this later, please check the same links because I'm going to be doing this program more than once and hosting the group a bunch of times. So the link will be updated there, either with new dates or available as waitlist as well. But the first one that is coming up now is May 15th, this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. London, a bunch of other time zones in there. You can check for your local one. We're going to be hanging out on Zoom for a couple of hours, and we're going to be addressing all levels of empath, of highly sensitive people, HSPs, you might otherwise know them or yourself as. We're going to be talking about energy boundaries, boundaries in general, why boundaries are difficult for empaths, how some empaths are naturally born, and some empaths are more made by traumatic processes and growing up, and the combination of the two. We're also going to be discussing the empath-narcissist polarity, which you know I'm very passionate about if you follow me, and we're going to be discussing probably the thing I'm most excited about, which is the dark empath and the people in these communities, in these lightworker, awakened, awakening, ascension communities that are sort of masquerading as empaths. Some of them may even be spiritual teachers, fellow colleagues or friends that may have connected with you over the fact of being an empath, being a light worker, being gifted, starseed connected, whatever language you or they like to use. But in fact, they more fall on the spectrum of the dark empath, more fall on the spectrum of the codependent or the narcissist, and a lot of them can be classified, not that we're diagnosing anyone, but a lot of them can be classified as people perhaps on the covert narcissistic spectrum. So basically what that is we know that narcissists don't really know how to create and maintain their own energy, and they go to great lengths to conceal this with ego, but with covert narcissism, they more so will play either the victim or the hero, and they will try to tap into your sensitivity. Some of them may even seem genuinely gifted, but it's not really that they're picking up on vibes in order to have genuine knowledge or to help you. More so you'll notice that these people are picking up on vibes and then they're doing things that will feed their own ego with it. So they may tell you information that may be true or genuine, may be slightly helpful to you, but in a lot of cases, even just identifying with you, it's to feed their own codependency, to feed their own ego. It's not for the empowerment of you or others or to be genuinely helpful. And they will in fact masquerade under the titles of empath or light worker to try to identify with these groups of people so that they sort of get in as a kind of double agent some of the time, and they will genuinely learn a great deal about these subjects. But that's the thing, they're learning about them and studying about them. These subjects are not innate to who they are. They try to fit themselves in that mold, but it just never really seems to fit because it's not a remembering as it is with knowledge for many of us who re-download the information within our consciousness. For them, it is a genuine trying to learn from an ego-based standpoint so that they are the ones that have the knowledge and so that they can put themselves on a pedestal to be honored or appreciated by you or to be recognized or validated by you, rather than work with the knowledge to do the validating, as many of us do who are genuine in our service. And it's not to say that people who are genuine don't need and deserve to have money and energy in exchange for their services, because we do. Energy needs to be replenished and balanced. But that's where it can get tricky. So we're going to dive into that in the group container. We're going to dive into these types of people and help you recognize them. And it's not that these are genuinely bad people. It's just the new world and times that we find ourselves in. And I believe this current retrograde, as I'm live and recording this and doing this May 15th part of the event, is going to help uncover that, because retrogrades help us reflect, help us re-examine, and retrogrades also are about the breakdown of communication, right? So it might be more obvious where these types of people are in your life, whether they are parents, whether they are spouses, partners, friends, co-workers, people in groups, classmates, whatever it is, teachers, whatever these people are to you, the communication will probably become harder in this Mercury retrograde period, because of the fact that it's trying to help and show you it's actually draining. It's not serving you. It's not helping you identify anymore. It's not helping you stand in solidarity anymore. It's actually hurting you, because all it's doing is feeding these people and these people's ego. And it's becoming more draining to you, and it's actually confusing you about the subjects of being an empath and of using empath as a superpower. Actually, I have a reel from a couple of weeks ago when I ran the first part of this event. This is the next group that I'm really excited about now that we have them going. But the reel that I had originally made is a reel featuring Cher, and it's going a little bit viral. I've been getting a lot more hits on it lately, which is fun, because now we're hosting the event again. So all of those people that are catching up with that reel get to be invited to the group now. But anyway, that reel, which you can see on my page, is about her saying that she's a beautiful, sweet, and sensitive person, and she could really be so sweet and caring, but if you F her over, she's going to mop the floor with you. And I just really loved that and resonated with it, because empaths, I feel we need to get back into that energy. We need to get back into that energy where it is an empowerment. It's not a detriment, because for so much of our lives, being empathic can be a detriment. Because it's a draining force. We get so easily overwhelmed with the outside world, with other people's energies, with learning to discern between energies that are happening around us, and sort of just getting pinged all the time. We're going to go into all of that in the group. But yeah, I want to see more of us get into these energies where, yes, we're sweet, we're sensitive, we're caring, we can empathize with you, not sympathize, empathize and understand, but we'll also have boundaries, and we'll also start to recognize where our hard lines in the sand are, where if you cross that, we're just not going to let you anymore. We're not going to be drained. We're not going to be strained. We're not going to not accept energy exchange or reciprocation, and we're not going to be taken advantage of by people who have misidentified themselves as empaths, or misunderstood what empath was, or taken empath on as a weakness rather than a strength. So if that sounds good to you, if you know that empath is a superpower, but sometimes you still struggle with holding those boundaries, I would love to have you. Every level and layer and identification of empaths and highly sensitive people are welcome in this group container. We're going to be discussing all that, as I said. I'm going to also answer your personalized questions, things that you have struggled with as an empath. We're going to go into chakras and techniques. And then what a lot of people are excited about is we're also going to be doing energetic body scans. So I will tap into your personal energy field with your permission, of course, and be able to read your energy in the quantum field and let you know where you may have some energetic blocks. These blocks are both empath blocks, but they can also be blocks that would stop you from your manifestations. They can also be health issues, so we may go into some medical intuition of how those stuck energies are affecting your physical health, because I am a physical empath as well. It is a very common thing for empaths to have health conditions and issues such as autoimmune, sometimes chronic fatigue, etc. Just a disclaimer, I am not a licensed medical professional. Please read the disclaimer on the ticket website, but medical intuition is something that I'm really passionate about, and with empathic guidance and energy body scans and readings as well, they really kind of go hand in hand, because issues that can affect us that finally get to a medical and physical level always, I find, start on the energetic plane and on the energetic level. So being able to identify sort of both and give you a game plan to work on in your own personal practice, in your own spirituality, in your own personal life, and with your own personal licensed professional physicians can be really helpful to your overall health and to your manifestations and your life and energy practice in general. I'll give you some book recommendations, probably some video recommendations, and we'll see what else comes up with your questions and with the questions of the other people in the group. I'm really passionate about doing this as group work. Number one, because it gives me the opportunity to present offerings at different price points. The live group containers are very often a less of a price point than working with me personally one-on-one, and it gives us the benefit of having a group available where you can hear other people's questions as well, things that you may not have thought to ask, but the answer will also be beneficial to you, because I love the way Spirit arranges these groups. There will always be someone else's something that hearing the answer for them will also benefit you. And I also find, because a lot of us as empaths and light workers especially have been taken advantage of in group areas, have been really shy about group areas in the past, being able to host this in an energetic, safe space and container. I'm going to be shrouding the whole thing in light and blessing it in light. Being able to have that space of light and share it together. Perhaps some of you will connect further in group after. And even if not, you will, like I said, be able to benefit from their information, but also from the fact that you get to be in a space and in a place that is safe, and start to heal some of the wounds that came up for you, maybe in friendship groups of the past, or in your childhood, or in school, in high school, or what have you, where being an empath was either made fun of or seen as again a detriment or something to be taken advantage of. So having a sort of class or event such as this that's group and all different levels, age levels, energy levels, but everybody respecting and appreciating empathness. I am really excited about having these more often, so that we'll start to heal all that, by showing up and being present and being authentic and fearlessly ourselves, and also getting the benefit from this knowledge, from this information, and from the energy. So if that sounds good to you, visit the link either in my bio here on Instagram or in the description on my YouTube channel. And yeah, there you can also check out one-on-one sessions with me if you're still really shy and the group doesn't sound great to you, but this work does. We can absolutely devote a quantum session, one-on-one quantum session, to this type of work for you. Or you may also be interested in an Akashic Records or past life reading session, so you can deep dive to your connections and where they're from and what they mean across space-time. So any of those options will be fun. If it's for you this time around, great. If not, like I said, you can join waitlist for another time. And I would love it if you would also tag and share this video and the ticket events with your friends, with your fellow empaths, with your followers, and let more people know that this offering is available. The body scan is a great benefit, and it is currently the most affordable way to energy work with me live. So I'm very excited about that. And I hope to see you Sunday or in another offering soon. I am sending you love, light, and light codes, and I will see you next time. Love, Danielle, #Damsel at D's Enlightened Edits, damseldesigns.com. Bye for now.